Hello and welcome to Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. I always like to make sure that people know that our guests are also incredible people that are speaking to something that they've not only studied but also experiences you've been to. So.
Most of the discord comes from just a misunderstanding.
Don't give excuse to things that you are supposed to be doing.
The truth is really finally starting to come out.
Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. Hello and welcome to Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. I'm sitting here at Mixed Bar and Grill in the heart of Silver Spring, Maryland. If you're looking for a place to have a great time, listen to fantastic music, and have exquisite cuisine, look no further than this establishment. I'm here with the owner, Juste, a longtime friend of mine. Juste, thank you so much for having us in your establishment.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now, we go way back. I've known you for upwards of almost 20-ish years, I feel
Probably
like.
close to that, yeah.
I know we're kind of telling our age here, so, you know. But thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you.
And as you know, we've been doing this series on foods from Africa, and I could not wait to feature your establishment.
Well, absolutely, I'm
now,
excited.
Talk to us a little bit about how long you've been here, because I know you had another venue in Bethesda, Maryland. And what made you decide to come to Silver Spring?
Well, actually, I had a venue on 7th Street called Juste Lounge. That's where it all started about 16 years ago. And we also had another location in Bethesda, which after 5-6 years, it was time to do something else. That was what, 8-9 years ago? Was really not looking into getting back into this.
But here we are.
I've been an insurance broker, have an insurance agency for quite a while now. Business has been good, but this opportunity just came up without me looking really. And one challenge that I took around this time that was not really on my agenda the first time is that I felt like African cuisine is the best in the world. Yet entrepreneurs and African entrepreneurs really don't invest in a great, beautiful looking facility where I can dress up and take out my date to and feel comfortable sitting in a very nice establishment and dining a great culinary variety that we have in Africa. I felt that every time I want African food, I had to go to a hole in the wall or order it and pick it up to go. I couldn't really sit down and have a nice dinner. So that has been my challenge. Restaurant hasn't been my expertise. So that's been new for me. And
You're doing a fantastic job.
And this is really the priority. The nightlife thing, that's part of me. That's easy to do. But really the restaurant part of it, and it was more of a Pan-African challenge that I took to really display great food in a great establishment. And so that's why I took on the challenge this time and see how it goes.
You're doing a fantastic job. I've been here on multiple occasions for, birthday parties and events. And I mean, you guys do a lot, so you serve food from different countries, but what country are you actually from in Africa?
Well, the idea is that we didn't want to just target one type of kind of cuisine. And people have asked me before, okay, what kind of cuisine you're gonna have? Is it gonna be African people because they're African food? I said, no. When you go to a Chinese restaurant, only Chinese people go there? No. Italian, only Italians go there? I eat at an Italian restaurant and Chinese restaurant. This is a African cuisine, but we're inviting everyone that's interested to try something different. And I didn't want to lock it in just one specific country. So though the menu is still a work in progress, I've learned the hard way, it's very difficult to put a good menu together and sustain it. So I want to say it's from mostly West Africa, but we're trying to pick different dishes that are very popular and easy for people to like, such as Senegal, Ivory Coast, during the winter, we have some more like Nigerian soup, like egusi soup and stuff like that we cut up during. It's a seasonal thing.
So you have a mixture of a little bit
We have
of
a mixture of a little bit of everything. Also the Caribbean, we featured some Haitian dish. We have a big Haitian community because we do hold some networking events with them on Thursdays and sometimes on Sundays as well.
So now for most people that maybe don't know, where are you from?
I'm originally from Central African Republic. It's not a region, it's a country right next to Cameroon and above Congo.
There you go.
It is French speaking, from a French colony. So I'm originally, of course I speak a national tongue which is called Sango, but French is my first language. And I came to this country when I was turning 18 as a senior in high school.
So would you say that there's something on your menu that really represents foods from where you're from? Because I know you have a diverse menu.
Yes, and you guys may disagree with me on that, but that's where it's from. Cassava leaf comes from different countries. It's a cassava leaf battle here. The Sierra Leone's come here and say, no, we have the best cassava leaf. Liberian comes here, no, we have the best cassava leaf. The Central African, Congo, and Central African Republic also do it. We call it a different name. The Congolese call it saka saka. We call it ngunja. Well, you guys are English. I don't know, what is your national tongue, because cassava leaf is English.
I know.
Okay.
Well, from what I know, at least from the Liberian side of me, it's just cassava.
The Central African dish that we feature was the cassava leaf.
Okay, okay.
Which
and I'm hoping that's part of what we may
Yes.
get the sample.
Sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay.
And we make it close to the Western because we do put palm oil in it as well. It's close to you guys.
Today you're on the menu, so we want to make sure we know exactly what you have there.
And you know, Etta, of course, and I have been visiting several restaurants just to taste the cuisine, but really to introduce what you bring to this area so that when people come to visit, they know that this is one of the prime locations for great atmosphere, great food, but also just a little bit of, you know, home, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a lot of comments from people that were like, wow, this is great. You know, I can order cassava leaf on Uber Eats.
So you guys are on Uber Eats?
Yeah, we have Uber Eats.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. We got Uber Eats.
Very accessible.
Yeah. So one thing that is most popular here is obviously our suya.
Which we cannot
There's
wait.
about 6 different types of suya in Africa. There's a different type. The ones we make is the one we make. It's good. So thank you. So this is a very popular appetizer type of dish. Or our mixed tapas is a good starter as well, which is like yuca, plantain, and suya. One of our #1 dish, I want to say, is our Senegalese dish. We call the yassa sauce, and you can have yassa.
Yassa.
And you can have that with salmon, lamb, or chicken. So chicken yassa, served with any kind of rice. Most people take the jollof rice and plantain. So that's I want to say that's one of the most popular dishes.
You know what I've realized? Plantain is universal.
It is. But you know what's funny about plantain? The way you cut it has a different taste.
I agree. I do actually really agree. And then some people like it soft.
The Ivorian,
some people like it harder,
they
right?
dice it. Some make it in circle. The Latino make it a little bigger.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a quick break because personally, I can't wait to taste some of this food. Guys, you're watching Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. We're sitting here with Juste of Mixed Bar and Grill, Silver Spring, Maryland. We'll be right back.
Cheers to this.
Welcome back to Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. If you're just joining us, we're sitting here at Mixed Bar and Grill in Silver Spring, Maryland with the one and only Juste, the owner. And of course, As you guys know, we're talking about foods of Africa, from Africa. And we've just been, just discussing a little bit about the culture, the food, and what we do here. So, Juste, I kind of want to just talk about the grassroots of like how you started. How did you get into this line of one entertainment, even all the way to now having a restaurant where you're serving all these different cuisines?
You mean like starting in this kind of industry?
Yeah.
It's tough to say. I mean, I'm a very social person. I've always had big parties, shows. Even growing up in Africa, I was actually a dance instructor to little kids.
Oh, something
16,
we didn't
17.
know.
So I always had this type of, oh, hey, some food. That looks like our chicken yassa with jollof rice.
Okay.
That looks like our African tapas featuring plantain, yuca, and
this looks so
suya.
good.
Very popular. Good choices there, guys.
Wow.
Now, are you very involved in like the preparation, the presentation, like
Yes,
what goes on the menus?
I don't have a career as a chef, but I will tell you that I'm naturally gifted at knowing good quality of food. And I definitely coach my team. I taste a lot of the food and stuff like that. So
That's good.
yeah,
That's good.
I'll
This
tell you that
looks
there's
beautiful.
not one dish that I can't make out of this menu. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Oh yeah, I
So
made
you get in the kitchen with them and make the best of it.
the last cassava leaf that you'll have. I actually made it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll be there next week.
So you decided that you wanted to go bigger than just like the nightlife, and
To tell the truth, I wasn't interested in the nightlife anymore. It just happened to be featured and win downtown Silver Spring. It is a big metropolitan area, so white clothes. We're here for the nightlife, but my real challenge is really displaying our food and succeeding in the restaurant business, which is difficult.
So I know you do more than this is more than just a restaurant. I've been here several occasions where I've learned a salsa.
Sure.
You've been gracious enough to let us use your venue for some fashion shows and modeling events. What other things you guys do throughout the week, throughout the night? People need to know that they can come here not only to eat, but also to enjoy some other stuff.
Well, obviously we want to feature great food, tasty food, but entertainment goes along with that.
Yeah.
Great drinks and entertainment. We have a very variety of diverse type of entertainment. And it usually starts from Thursday to Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is just a regular night, background music, watching the game, eating, socializing. On Thursday, for example, we have a night that is called, I don't know if you heard of it. It's like Haitian music, compa, it's kizomba. There's also a mixture of light music, bachata, and salsa. So that group kind of like dance all four music. They also have lessons from 8 to 9.
And the lessons are what nights?
Some Thursdays and every Sunday. Some Thursday 8 to 9 and every Sundays from 3 to 4.
Okay, so you guys hear that if you want to learn to dance,
Yes.
a little bit of everything.
A little bit
make
of
sure you come here
bachata,
Thursday
kizomba,
or Sunday night.
zouk, compa. That'll be on Thursday or Sunday night.
Merengue, all of that, huh?
That's right.
All of
So on, back in the days, like 10, 12 years ago, we used to have what we call Afro nights, like it was an African night,
Yeah.
right? That doesn't exist anymore because
Yeah.
Afrobeat is everywhere
It's
now.
everywhere.
It's
yeah.
part of the party, you know.
So you're really introducing the whole culture, the whole
Yeah,
ambiance
so
of
our Fridays and Saturday is hip hop, R&B, Afrobeat, Caribbean, a little bit of Latin. It's a good mixture of everything.
and it's a
usually
very
good-
diverse group that
very
comes in.
diverse group that comes in, and the way we market it is not so mainstream. So we usually attract a good 30 and over clientele that come here.
So the mature group.
That's the idea.
Okay, that's
That's
good.
the idea. Those that don't come out every weekend, once in a while.
But yet you're still very busy in here on the weekend. So
yeah.
it sounds like you pull a nice group.
I think we've made a trademark on our birthday packages. I mean, people really enjoy celebrating their birthday here.
Yeah.
We make it such a very special occasion. Yeah. So yeah.
So I know we have a few things on the table here, and I'm ready to dig in, but let's talk about what we have in front of Etta here. What is this?
This is just a starter. This is our African tapas. It's nothing else but just plantain, yuca, and
Etta, you can dig in. You're right there.
And suya. We serve that. Obviously we're in Maryland. Every Africans that I know will eat that with pepper, like the very hot African pepper. So
And like really hot.
Yes, and we leave that as like hot sauce on steroids, right?
Yeah.
Unless they ask for it, then we put it. If not, we don't put it in every plate.
All right, I'm gonna try one as you're telling us a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And what's so unique about this? I know that this is a staple when people come here.
Suya is like a trademark for most African country. I mean, that's a treat for us.
Oh, it's delicious.
You know what I mean? So when you're having suya, first of all, it's one of the best part of the beef. It's like the ribeye type of steak. It's not your filet mignon, but it's right on there your filet mignon. So it's still very good meat. With all kind of,
And it's tender. How do you make it to where it's so moist and it's full of flavor?
Yeah. Well, I can't give you all the secrets.
I mean, tell us a little bit.
You just got to come, and it is an adventure when you have it in your mouth, right?
It literally tastes like an adventure.
Well, like I tell people, everybody can have all the same ingredients. It's all about timing, patience, and all about timing how you cook your meal. We can have the same ingredients, but if we don't have the same timing, we'll have different tastes.
I mean, this is exquisite. It's tender, it's juicy. There's so much flavor in this, and this is suya, but there's, like you said, there's so many different versions.
It's only a different one. This is more of the Central African, close to Cameroonian type of suya.
Okay. I'm shocked there's never been a suya cook-off. You may have to do that.
You know what? Yeah. They used to. But again, it was in the side of the street holding the wall.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the best food ever, but not where you want to take somebody else. Suya monster. Here we go.
Well, I mean, again, we can stand here and talk all day. We're going to take a quick little break, and then when we come back, we're going to dig in and taste more of these dishes. Talk to Juice. You're watching Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Africa in Demand's Food of Africa segment, and we're here at Mixed Bar and Grill in the heart of Silver Spring, Maryland with Juice. We've been talking about the delicious food we've been eating. We just tasted some delicious suya. As Juice mentioned, it's an adventure in your mouth, and so we've been having a good time. But
Sure.
I want to talk about, I know you're just starting this particular venue, but you've been in this field for a while. What's your plan? What's the future? What are some other things you're hoping to do, and how you want to continue to just expand the awareness of African food culture within the community?
Well, I mean, that's a very broad question. It's a little, right now, really, it's still a work in progress. We're nowhere near where we want to be in terms of our menus. It's still very small. It's still challenged. I had said it on TV, but we're trying to keep a very good consistency. And this is the most difficult thing.
Well, you can't rush perfection, right? So you're on the right path.
So before we venture out and out there to do other things, is I think what's most important as far as to really build our craft, so we can really build our name, and by that means consistency and hard work. I don't think we're quite there yet. I think we have a good product, but we have a long ways to go. As I told you, the restaurant was not my expertise.
But you said you love to cook. So
I love to cook.
passion.
I will cook for all you guys for free, but I wouldn't do that as a chef selling food. I don't think I want to be in the kitchen, but I have a good idea about what good food is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. One thing we have done in a very short amount of time that we've been here is You know, I've been in this country for about 26 years. That kind of gives up my age a little bit. But lived in downtown Silver Spring for the entire time I've been here. And as you all know, it has changed.
Yeah.
I see a lot of youth in Silver Spring. I don't think they're from Silver Spring, but they're in Silver Spring. See a lot of youth in the streets, just up to no good. So we trying to create employment in some areas that are suitable for them. We're trying to, you know, coach them as men, because it's usually the boys that, you know, guys that have been in trouble or still in trouble that can get a job, can keep a job. And it's a lot more work for us. You probably talk to some of my staff, they're going to tell you, why is just giving like 1,000 chances to some of these guys? And to me, it's just my godly duty. I mean, it's easy to fire somebody and hire somebody. That's the easiest thing to do, right? But I'm more interested into making an impact in a young man's life.
Yeah,
and you know, even sometimes it takes me putting my foot in his butt sometime. But I take that challenge to really create growth in some of these kids, because I think a lot of the youth here is really abandoned.
Yeah.
Especially once they get in that prison cycle, that's it. They're in and out all day. And I know it, because the people I've hired, I've seen them. They miss work. Where were you? I was in jail this weekend.
So not only are you using your establishment to provide great cuisine, but you're actually doing something. You're here in this area specifically just to really be able to help people.
I won't say
as well.
that. I'm here. I'm in business. Okay,
Right.
Let's not kid each other.
But you're
I'm here to
using your
make
business
money.
to give people opportunity.
Yes, but I would definitely like this to be an opportunity for young men of all color, culture. Because trust me, it's not only black folks that go to jail. Okay, poor people are poor people, and if you don't have an education, that's usually what happens too. In my short time here, that's the challenge that I've taken on, hiring some youth and trying to get them to work and stay professional. Believe it or not, we actually are on Sundays from 9:30 to 11:30. There's a small group of church that have service in here.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Every Sunday, they come here, they set it up, they break it back, they break it down, and they go.
I mean, you definitely are. That's commendable, you know?
You know what I'm saying? We also have a lot of diasporas that have a lot of meetings here. As a matter of fact, we used to have a Liberian networking event I used to have every first Thursday. I can't remember their name. Talking about Liberian community, how to better the community. We had a lot of people think I'm Haitian. My wife is Haitian, but I know a lot of people in their community, and I host a lot of events for them as well here.
That's awesome. I mean, I think that says a lot for the short time you've been here. And as you're hearing this to me, if you're looking for a place that really offers a lot, this is a good place to come to. Not only are you going to get a great environment, good food, but a place where you can come and do like a lot of different things. So I commend you for all of that.
Thank you.
You know, but as we're sitting here, because we can talk all day, right?
Right.
You have these delicious menus in front, or these dishes in front of us, and I kind of want to talk about what exactly each one of these dishes are, and how they're prepared. You don't have to give us all the secret ingredients, but why should people order this? What kind of palate really would enjoy this dish?
Well, this is your chicken yassa. This is one of our most popular dish.
Okay.
And it's served with the type of rice you want. Most popular rice will be your jollof rice, okay? So I want to say this jollof rice is closer to a way the Senegalese will make it. It's a little greasier in it.
Delicious.
Yeah. So, there's Nigerian jollof rice, there's all type of jollof
And
rice.
have you entered any of the jollof rice contests yet?
No, I have not.
Not
I'm
yet?
not that confident yet. We're not quite there yet.
Not quite there yet,
Not quite there
but we're
yet.
getting there.
Absolutely.
So, and then the chicken, I noticed it's garnished with like onion type of gravy.
Yeah. Well,
know.
your chicken yassa, as is easily described on the menu, it's a caramelized onion made with Dijon. Well, I like to use Dijon. Any type of mustard, olives,
I taste it.
and yeah. Some people put lemon. Some people
Olives,
put
that's
wine.
interesting. So
Yes.
the
And-
olive, what does that do for it? I've never had olives with the.
Well, that's part of the flavor, and like I said, there's not that many ingredients in that. And like I was telling you earlier of the set is, we can all have the same ingredients, but if we don't have the same timing, we'll cook a different dish with the same ingredient.
That's very
So it's all about timing with this, taking time. Same thing with our cassava leaf. Takes her eight hours to make.
wow,
To make a cassava leaf.
this is so good.
So what's funny?
And then what's there?
What I do.
Coming back to the cassava.
I know, right? This cassava leaf is got. And then what do we have over here?
Well, a plain old cassava, a plain old quesadilla. I mean, we
All
do
right,
have
so you
the,
mixed it up, right?
Yeah,
this
we
isn't
have
a
all
traditional.
the simple American finger foods, your calamari, fried shrimp, tacos, burgers.
So you
and
can really
everything.
come here for anything.
Yeah,
If
I
your
think
taste buds want
everybody can identify with some
Identify
type of
some-
food.
I-
With some type of food.
I love this, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you're looking for some great African cuisine with a little bit of fusion, as well as mixed with your normal favorites, you have got to come to Mix Bar and Grill in Silver Spring, Maryland. Just thanks so much for having us
Thank
here.
you, my pleasure.
We're hungry. We want to dig in.
Yes.
So we hope that you
Cameras
guys will
off.
come here. Can you please tell everybody very quickly where you're located and how they can find out about you?
All right, my name is Juste. I'm the owner manager of Mix Bar and Grill. We are located on George Avenue, 8241 George Avenue, Silver Spring, Maryland. We are currently open 5 days a week. Come check us out, celebrate your birthdays, have a drink, have some great food, meet some people, bring some people, tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell a
Tell a friend and another friend.
Thank you guys so much for joining us again. Again, Foods of Africa, Mix Bar and Grill, Silver Spring, Maryland. You're watching Africa in Demand, your gateway to everything Africa. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Ila umakile Asia. Zumba,